All right, guys. Here we go. We're doing another update on the labor front. This time, we have a lot of updates we're getting into today, so let's get into it. Uh, yeah, as of today, you guys don't know. Ontario education workers have now received a no board report, meaning they will be in a legal strike position as of November the 3rd.
Have issued a no board report, meaning they will be in a legal strike position on November 3rd. Under the Bargaining Act, the union would have to give 5 days notice ahead of any labor stoppage. It comes as CUPE and the government enter mediation today to try to hammer out a deal. The union wants annual wage increases of $3.25 an hour. And the government is proposing a 4-year deal, which includes raises of 2% a year for staff who make less than $40,000 and 1.25% for everyone else.
Contract talks between education workers and the provincial government are heading to mediation.
So for the latest on the negotiations, we're joined right now by Laura Walton, the president of CUPE Ontario's School Board Council of Unions. So Laura, I appreciate you joining us this afternoon. Wonder if you can kind of help explain to our audience both the process and strategy here, because last week you requested a no board report. Now the mediation is taking place. Is there a distinction? Is there a difference?
Definitely. And, you know, I think it just goes to show that it's not as simple as maybe the minister has made it out to believe, this idea of just immediate strike. So once you file for a no board report, conciliation is over and you move into the next phase. And the next phase can look like many different things, but quite often folks will choose to go and work with a mediator. In this case, we are working with a mediator, Mr. Bill Kaplan, who is a private mediator. He's not an employee of the Ministry of Labor. And you work with a mediator in hopes that you can reach a deal prior to the strike deadline. And so that's where we are right now. The no board is still ongoing. We have not received that no board request. It can take up to 4 to 5 business days. Of course, with Monday being a holiday, there is, you know, that setback. So that process will be happening simultaneously as we are in mediation with Mr. Kaplan, the government, and the Council of Trustees Association.
And Laura, we know that your union is asking for a list of things from the provincial government. Is the wage increase of $3.25 an hour, works out to 11.7% annually, is that the main one, or are there other issues that you would like to see addressed?
Yeah, so we're looking for that flat rate increase, right? It isn't a percentage increase. It is a flat rate increase. And as you know, you just mentioned earlier, we're seeing unprecedented rent increases. So it's clear why this wage increase is so necessary. But we're also looking to secure the services that are long overdue and desperately needed within our school system, ensuring that we have adequate EA support, adequate custodial support, and ECE in every kindergarten classroom, ensuring we have adequate secretaries, library workers, IT workers, because what we know is that we need more supports in our schools right now, not less. And you can build all of the new schools that you want, just like you can put in as many beds, but without the staff to actually provide the services, you don't have a good quality public service.
What is the duty of the province in this mediation? I mean, the province has agreed to it now. Do they have to be at the table for all these mediation talks? Because we hear sometimes at the talks that maybe the province doesn't get to the table necessarily.
Well, I think there's a little bit of a miscommunication, perhaps. I'm going to put it that way. I have been at several tables with several education, ministries, but never been at a table with an education minister, full stop. And that's because they actually send designates or representatives. In this case, we have 2 outside lawyers that are representing the Crown, along with other Ministry of Education staff. So the School Board Collective Bargaining Act is actually between the unions and the school board associations, right? And the government is actually a third party that is there. In this round, we're seeing them play a little bit more active role than what we've seen historically, but it is representatives from the ministry that are there. I've never seen an education minister there myself in my 10 years of doing this work.
And Laura, before we let you go here, you're in mediation right now. Is there a possibility this could ultimately go to a binding arbitration process, or what would it take to get there? I'm sure you don't want to necessarily go there, but is that a possibility?
There's always a possibility. And, my goal every time I go back to the table is to find the deal. Right. And the deal that will work for workers in our community. And that is really key for us. But yes, you could move to binding arbitration. That is a little further down the road. It could be it could be ordered as a result of, folks going out into job action. It could be a decision that is made. Right now, we're focused on using the tools that we have at the table today so that we don't move into that, because binding arbitration typically just awards the status quo. And I think we all can agree the status quo is not good enough for workers, and it's not good enough for students, families in our community.
Okay, Laura Walton, president of CUPE's Ontario School Boards Council of Unions. I know you're meeting next month.
Yeah, that's another update from the labor front. For those people that really have not known, and you have been watching my previous updates on this topic, we were documenting that it was the no board report was actually filed on October 7th. And because it was received today, it would be an illegal strike position effective November the 3rd. So I believe for risk, I agree that November. So it really will be a number of weeks before we really know what a full extent. So it might be early November, or the earliest I maybe could walk off the job is Monday. I think they would be effectively in a legal position to strike as of November the 3rd. It's right here. And I believe the earliest, that could be the earliest it can strike, and I think the latest it could be November the 7th. But before we really know, if no developments good for the next few days, because no board report will count down to the date of November. Yeah, they've been a little more active this year than 2019. Yeah, I decided that for updates, they will be a 10-minute long update. And not a lot of people have been tuning into these, so. And because of that decision being made, we're going to wonder, admin may not approve the semi-formal for this year, so it might be canceled again. And on top of that, we are seeing an increase in COVID cases, both within the community and within our schools. So, yeah. Yeah, so I'm going to hop off here in quite a few minutes. Actually, in about a minute, I'm actually going to end the stream here. We're going to be, from now on, I'm going to be making changes to these updates. We will not be doing them as long, because not a lot of people are watching. So we decided we're going to be cutting it down to 10 minutes only. And it would only be during serious developments that we would be doing these updates. So, and because of Thanksgiving being on the Monday, it was received today. So, we will, so meaning the earliest I think we could strike could be Thursday, November the 3rd. and or it could be the earliest. It means we could be in a legal position to strike. However, yeah, you have to receive a 5-day notice, and even with the weekend, but recognizing it's the weekend, we could be off. They could be on strike as early as the 7th of November. So we will now know where we will sit in November. May be very different. So that's why we are really going to watch developments very closely. If admin does not approve the semi-formal for this year, it will be canceled again. It's not on top of that, and with the limit of interest, we're still not quite sure of how many people are interested in doing semi. So it may be unknown how many people are doing semi. So all right, let me get my I realize I forget to actually moderate. I always will be going live. Will always be live for Bob because Bob and Sue go live later. So that's why the live streams have been between this time limit. There's really nothing I can do about it. Unfortunately, there is nothing I can do.
There you go. Well, I shared a very blurry clip. You can understand why on my Twitter feed. You go to Classroom Film and see a little of what I experienced, but highly recommend it.
So
This isn't normal. You're not gonna get there. I wanted to. That was on my bucket list too, and then this thing called COVID happened. Well, they're open for business. So thank you for hearing me, Tom Harrington. You're not here just to listen to that.
yeah, my update for update 5. All right, yeah. Well, this is at least a nice quick update to let everybody know what's going on in the labor front. Next week, we'll be covering, it will be municipal election day and then Halloween. We'll do, and then after, we were originally, because the snow board report came out today, we will not be doing a live stream Wednesday. So, and then we're saying that when we get to like the 1st of November or 2nd of November, we will know when we will be closed. So at least that's why we are bringing a question forward. And tonight's the board meeting, so that's why we're bringing a question forward to the board to see what the plans are. So, all right, guys. I think that's it for me for today, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye.